Okay. Just a half an hour draft. This is the goal of the game. You know best. Good luck. Yep. Great. Thank you. Atlanta, Georgia. This is actually where Austin Theory is from, so gonna have to put him in the roster. I didn't move my my camera preview window. Okay. Triple H. Tonight is the night. The debut show. We have high hopes for you. Me too. Wish I could speak more confidently. We are going to storm this. We certainly will make it an amazing show. Woods, how's it going? Just wanted to wish you luck for the coming season. We're looking forward to it over at NXT 2.0. Yeah, okay. Ronda Rousey. She's no Caden Carter. Just wanted to let you know I plan on taking WCW to the top of the power rankings and staying there. Okay. You really think you can contend with us when we have superstars like Roman Reigns? Get real. That's a more meaningful. I thought I'd left Atlanta for good. Well, I think I better go out there and show them what they've been missing. Yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah, choose our champions. All right, I can move my preview window back. Okay. So let's see here. For men's champion, who was going to be my top feud? It was going to be Austin and Ford. So maybe I start with who would be a better person to start with as the champion? I'm feeling Montez Ford, actually. Yeah. I realize now that Zelina Vega is unhappy, so we'll have to do something about that. For my women's feud, I think I was going to do Bianca versus somebody. Oh, Bianca Zelina. Yeah. So I might have Zelina then be the champion. Have them both be at 60. Or maybe I have Bianca. Let's do Zelina. Yeah. Bianca. Because then I think I can raise up Zelina a little bit more. Yeah, let's do Montez and Bianca, power couple. Okay. Have at least one submission match this week. Right. I did say I was going to try to do all of the commissioner goals. So we can just sort of jump into it. I'm going to pause for just a second to write down my roster. Okay. I think I've got my ideas figured out here of like where I want to start my feuds at. Let's just check free agents really quick. See who we've got exciting down here. Who wasn't in the... Owens wasn't in the draft. Ripley wasn't. Down here we've got Donna Matrix. We've got Andrea Cannons. I don't think anybody... There may be people I want to fill out the roster, but I think I'm going to work with who I've got this week. Don't care about Legends right now. Stark matchup, double cost, and real steel. None of these are anything I'm really looking for right away. Cheat code I can't use right away. Oh, I do. I can think about cheat code for the future. So let's just think about that. Can't do any logistics this week, so I just got to book some matches and some promos. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to turn a couple people. I'm just going to spend the money on it. The two who are going to turn are Ciampa and Shotzi. Oh, and I also need to check my season goals here. Spend 700,000 or more on shows. That's a lot. Gain 225 popularity between all of your roster. I will sort of certain do that. Surpass 600K in the bank. Got it. Change the role of 4 superstars with the role change promo. Perfect. I'll get that like half taken care of this week. Promote 2 free agents to superstar status. I will most certainly be doing that. Renew the contracts of 3 free agents. I plan to do that. Book 5 steel cage matches and book 15 shows with the title match. The hardest one on here might be the steel cage one. and then spend 700K or more on shows, because I think that's just matches and not logistics. We'll see. But I for sure want to do these two. I'm gonna do my world title feuds. So Belair versus Zelina. I'm just gonna go there. That might start the show. And then my main title feud of Montez versus Austin Theory. This one might actually be better. And I might have it be a title match. And then I want to do my IC feud. It's just going to be a normal match, and it's going to be Adonis versus Uso. Singles feud. We're going to just do all title matches. Just use Fighting Champion right away and just start with a huge lead. And then I got a bunch. Submission match is a singles. Resolves any rivalries, granting an additional. I would like to do that, but I would also like to have some variety on my show. I want to make sure that this is the feud. So maybe I don't do this week. And I just do like some match that I don't care whether it starts a rivalry or not. So if Ciampa is turning heel, he is going to be teaming with Omos. So I can have Omos versus either Ezekiel or Mahal. What about on the women's side? They might be better suited for this. Shotzi is turning, and she'll be paired with JC Jane. So I could do JC versus either of Wendy or Evans. So let's look at that. Let's do JC versus Wendy. This will be better. Yeah, they both have really good stamina. So just doing a random like submission match here I think will be a good idea. And then I can do like a triple threat. Give some variety to the show. Of like we can do the three: Ezekiel, Jinder, Omos. And then we do maybe we do a call out. Or we say Jay calls out Ashante the Adonis because they're booked for an Intercontinental title match next week. That's the story. I think this is good. I think like this is going to get a boost for being a submission match. It may not start a rivalry because submission matches end a rivalry. But these being title matches should help elevate them. Yeah, and I think that should be good. Oh, Austin Theory expects to make an appearance. Austin Theory does make an appearance. He's the very first match. Great. This gets me limited stock. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's just how we start it. Because I want to have these. I want these to start feuds, so I just hope that they do. I think because we're playing on normal, it may be a little bit more, like gentle. No power cards, commissioner goals. I think we're fine. Again, we can't do any logistics until next week, so yeah, I think this is fine. We're just starting. We're going to do all of the all of the commissioner roles. Okay, very first show of NXT ever. This is a brand new show, and we're starting off. We've got the reigning champion from before we had a television show, Montez Ford, and he's looking for a new challenger here in Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, A-Town Down, Austin Theory comes in, and he's like, I am the new challenger. And this town is stinky, even though it is part of my character. And so that's why I'm going to be the champion and prove that something good came from this town. And Montez Ford was like, bet. So here's that match. Montez Ford retains. It's good and does not start a rivalry. Ford defeats Theory in a 3-star match that does not start a rivalry. Whatever. Ciampa. He comes out and he's got a big smile on his face, and everybody's just like, "Oh, he's a smiling guy. That's great." And then he just starts berating the crowd, saying that this high school gym hasn't seen any success. The children who compete here suck, and people boo because those are their children. So Ciampa is now a heel. Update that. Great. We decide to have a good old-fashioned Atlanta submission match. JC Jane and Lacey Evans, two of our up-and-coming stars, as everybody is an up-and-coming star on this program. They're just going to show off their submission abilities. So Lacey has the crowd behind her. JC doesn't care about the crowd, so let's see what happens. JC Jane wins. It's 2 stars, which is not as good as the opener, which is perfect. Does not start a rivalry, unsurprisingly. Jane defeats Evans. 2 stars. Works for me. Jey Uso comes out, and he's like, hey, I have an Intercontinental or North American title match. It's North American title for NXT. And it's booked against Ashante the Adonis. But Jey the Uso is going to be the North, the American, the champion. And people think that's okay. Uso calls Adonis. And that's a level 1 rivalry. In a mid-card triple threat match where we're just kind of showing off our talent, we've got the totally different from his brother Ezekiel. We've got Jinder Mahal, and we have Omos. Ezekiel and Jinder are kind of buddying up, kind of trying to team up against this giant in Omos, and we'll just kind of see what happens if their team can come together. And Jinder Mahal picks up a win. Ezekiel Omos, 3 stars. Uh-oh. So we've got a level 1. Mahal defeats Ezekiel and Omos. 3 stars. Shotzi comes out. And she is just like, you know what? I want to be on the side of winners. And so JC Jane, I want to be on your team. And so JC and Shotzi are now in a team, and Shotzi is now aligning herself as a heel, and the crowd really likes it. Thought it was a great promo. And in our main event, the women's title is being defended. The champion Bianca Belair. Is there nepotism going on with Ford and Belair being married and also being champions? Zelina Vega is upset about it, so let's see if she can do something about it. Belair retains in a 3.5-star great match that's better than the match before it, which is great, and it starts a rivalry. This wasn't exactly what I wanted in this show, but it works for me. Belair defeats Vega in a 3.5-star match. Great show. WCW, let's see what they're doing. Didn't book all their promos, didn't have enough people, huh? So we've got TLC. I wonder who their champions are. We'll find out. TLC match to start the show. Kind of expensive, heavy on stamina. Elias, who's not Ezekiel, facing off against Bobby Lashley. This feels familiar. When have we seen this before? Elias wins. When have we seen this before? Good match to start the show with a rivalry. Tiffany Stratton is good. Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler with Asuka running in on Shayna. Ooh.
1, 2, ring the bell.
Shayna gets the win, probably by DQ. It's mediocre and doesn't start any rivalries. Who could have seen this one coming? Oh, Roman, champion.
Ring the bell.
Sure. Okay. Kind of following the exact same curve as my show, huh? And then this is a tag team match.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Sheamus and AJ. 3.5. It followed the exact same trajectory as my show. Very cool. Whatever. All right, and then NXT 2.0. Let's see. They're starting with, they've got Extreme Rules and Iron Man on the show. So it looks like they picked Drew and Ronda as their champions. Extreme Rules, Io Sky, Indy Hartwell, Cruiser Giant. This is probably going to be pretty good.
2, it's over.
3 stars, so same as everybody else. Natalia does charity, because so NXT 2.0 is almost certainly winning this week. Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan. I wonder which of them is more counterculture.
1, 2, that's it.
Where have we seen this match before? I bet it starts. Oh, disappointing. It's actually weaker than either of our shows, and it doesn't start a rivalry. Ronda Rousey is excellent. Gulak Nakamura with Ziggler running in. Gulak's got crazy stamina.
1,
So does Nakamura, for that matter.
that's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Nakamura picks up the win. Ziggler Gulak, disappointing. Jimmy Uso calls out Angelo Dawkins, probably for the same reason that Jay called out Ashante the Adonis. So just copying his brother. And then Drew McIntyre, Angel Garza for the NXT title. Was that the feud that I predicted? I don't know. Probably.
1, 2,
Also, I feel like we saw this on Raw. Oh, 4 stars, so actually better. So I think the average, because yeah. So we tied with WCW, and then 2.0 did worse. How did all these matches go? 3-star performance, good deal. Theory, kind of low on stamina, so mindful of that. Both their staminas are fine. They did pretty much as good as they were going to do. This match, their staminas are all good. Their popularity going up. And then Zelina didn't lose any morale, at least, so that's fine. But Belair's stamina running low, so might do some call-outs next week. All right, that seems fine to me. Good show tonight, NXT. Do I have any other? Zelina Vega says, crowd distracted me and Bianca Belair took advantage. So desperate. You're all pathetic. Yeah. Tahuti Miles, which I'm guessing is Ashante the Adonis. You talk a good game, Uso, but my fists are going to do the talking next week. They sure are. So 92 rating score, 42,000 fans, $6,000, which is fine. That gets us at least the trophy. 95 rating score, 45,000 fans. So I'm guessing it was the star power bonus, because we had 677, 10, 678. They have better match card quality, even though we got the same. So there's probably like decimal places they're working into this. So $45K for them, $30,000. They have a bigger budget than us. That's interesting. Atlanta loved seeing AJ Styles. They didn't care for Austin Theory. 86 rating score, 39,000 fans. $6,000. So we actually have the lowest budget. Interesting. Probably because we drafted 4 more people, but we'll turn that around. Indy is great at Extreme Rules. And we have won the Commissioner's Goal. We also got a Superstar Training. Wonderful. That's good. We need that. Second place. Not bad. We'll just keep going up. Phoenix, Arizona. Queen Zelina. Listen, I need to wipe that smug smile off Bianca's face. I want to fight her again. You got it. Keep all our promises. Have at least one Hell in a Cell match this week for Vito Star. What are you doing to me? Alright, first things first. Book that. Let's take a look at this just to see, like, spend $700,000 or more. So, yeah, we'll probably be fine on that. Already done half of those. Let's take a look at, well, power cards. We'll start there. Fixed match is good. Beginner's luck is great. I might take both of those, but let's look at free agents. Not that there's one in particular that I'm looking for, but hey, Roxanne Perez. If we do take somebody, we want to make sure that they're not on a permanent contract. So somebody like Billy Slugger or Pretty Ruthless. But I don't think I need anybody just yet. So I think I'll hang on. Just get that right now. Let's buy the fixed match. That's just always good to have in the back pocket. And then let's do Beginner's Luck. Just also good to have. Concert Hall is, yeah, it's just a lot more money. Okay. So the matches I wanted to do are sort by morale first. Let's see who's got a problem. Zelina actually went up from having that match. So that's good. So Wendy's actually my lowest, followed by Ciampa and Shotzi, who didn't get to compete. So, but they will this week. We're going to do 2 tag team matches. I might do in the main event. Oh, I was going to sort by stamina. So Jey Uso and Adonis both have the highest stamina. So congratulations on your Hell in a Cell match. Jey Uso and Ashante the Adonis for the North American title. The North American title in a Hell in a Cell match. Very cool. We're also going to do some tag team matches here. So we are going to do, let's see here. We've got Ciampa and Ezekiel. Ciampa and Ezekiel versus Ezekiel versus Omos. Or no, not Ciampa and Ezekiel. Ciampa and Omos versus Ezekiel and Mahal. Not the greatest like class matchups, but I think that's fine. And then the other tag team match I want to do is the women's side, which is Jane and Shotzi versus Chu and Lacey. Yeah, this one might be better. 50, 46, 45, 53. 50 said this one's actually going to be better. Although I might do title match for this because they're both their staminas are really good. I might do both of them title matches. And then here, who do we have left? Aaliyah and Kaden Carter. Kind of my leftover match. So I can put that match wherever. It'll probably go here, actually. Yeah, maybe I just do regular tag team matches and then build up for the live event. Then I do we'll do a call out. I'll do Montez Ford calling out Austin Theory. Then we'll also do another call out where we will do Bianca. Nope, we're going to do Zelina calling out Bianca. And then who do I have left? Both these two that I wanted to rest. Well, which of them has better stamina? Bianca. Let's do a self promo. And then let Austin Theory get a full rest in. That should be fine. Yeah. So this match is probably going to be, might even end up being a 5-star match. This match will be okay. This match will be probably kind of bad. And then this match will be okay. It's all better popularities, so I think it's going to be better. It's for sure going to be better than this one, and then this is going to be the best match, so I think the order of the card is fine. We do have at least one rivalry on here, so we will get the benefit from that, so that's good. We could look at using our cheat code. Well, I haven't actually kept an eye on who I would want on any of their shows. Do I use this beginner's luck? I don't think yet. We just hang on to it. Steel cage matches. Yeah, I think we just kind of work on this as a regular show. We got this, so we'll get a veto star. Zelina will fight Bianca next week. Maybe I do this here. They say that the order of the match or the order of the call promos doesn't matter, but I think it does. Just aesthetically, it feels better for me. Okay. Probably the fastest show I've booked. So let's do it. All right, starting us off, we had Omos, who's a bit salty after his loss last week. He meets up with Tommaso Ciampa and is just like, you know what? Last week when we were at Atlanta, I really liked the way that you talked down the crowd. I think we would make a really good team. And Ciampa is just like, you know what? My my bald bearded brethren. That's their tag team name, I guess. And they're going to take down Omos's opponents from last week, Ezekiel and Jinder. So let's see what sort of shenanigans these two teams get into.
1, 2, that's 3, ring it.
They do take them down. It's mediocre at best. But you know what? Rivalry. So we got Omos, Ciampa, the bald bearded brethren, defeat Ezekiel and Mahal. Ezekiel, Mahal, 2 stars. Zelina Vega says, Bianca Belair, I want to fight you again within the next 2 weeks, and the result is going to be different. We'll see how Bianca responds. So we'll do 2, and that is Vega. I wrote my roster too far over. Calls Belair. In a mid-card exhibition match, we've got Aaliyah and Caden Carter. Again, 2 rising stars. We're just going to see how they do. Yeah.
1, 2, ring it.
Aaliyah wins. 1 star, no rivalry. Well, maybe we'll see more of them. Aaliyah defeats Carter. At least it's lower than the opener, so we do what we can. Bianca Belair, she comes out and she's going to respond to Zelina Vega and say, "You're on," within the next 2 weeks, which is next week. So we'll see where we're at and who sees it. As last week, Shotzi decided to turn heel and join up with the victorious JC Jane to form the Green Team. This is a team I've done before. They were my tag team champions in Raw, so they just sort of naturally gravitated to that. And they're going to face Wendy Chu and Lacey Evans, two debuting stars, I believe. Or no, Evans actually lost last week to Jane. So this is Lacey Evans finding kind of whoever's left backstage, but they're going to form a team. So Lacey Evans, seeing this woman in pajamas sleeping, forms sort of a motherly bond. So let's see how this one goes.
1, 2, ring the bell.
And the ascending heel team wins in a 2-star match with no rivalry. Shotzi, Jane. Crowd's not going to be happy. This is a bunch of heels winning, huh? Shotzi, Jane defeat Chu, Evans. 2 stars. Montez Ford calls out Austin Theory and says, haha, you lost. Get wrecked. You couldn't even show up this week because you were too tired. And the crowd thought that was pretty good. They're looking for something that's okay. So that does start the rivalry. So Ford calls Theory. And in our main event, something exciting. The crowd has felt mostly mediocre to dull about everything that's happened in front of them so far. But then when the Hell in a Cell gets built in this concert hall, taking up almost the entirety of the space, so people are just sort of up against the cage, like kind of banging on it. It's actually a really like tactile, kind of exciting experience. As was determined last week, the North American Championship will be determined between Ashante the Adonis and Jay the Uso. So let's see who the wins.
1, 2, that's it.
Jay Uso wins in a 3.5-star match that does not boost the rivalry, surprisingly, but at least it's a good match. So Uso defeats Adonis. 3.5 stars for the North American Championship. All right, whatever. Not great show, but it's something. All right, WCW, huh? Gargano Reigns, they're doing that again.
2, that's 3. Ring the bell.
Their popularity is getting up there. Great. Normal match. Great. Fine. Asuka's here, and she's good. Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler. I think they tried this last week.
1, 2,
Isn't
it's over. Ring it.
Asuka feuding with one of these two? No, I guess not. All right. Well, that was okay. Tiffany Stratton is still good. Lashley and Elias. Again, we've seen this before. Elias wins. No, Lashley wins. A change of fate. It's okay. And then running back the tag team match, a tornado tag. We are going to see some, you know what? It's again, we're just going to take some losses early on, but maintain our stamina. Even though having a Hell in a Cell is not how we do that. Oh, titles change hands. 4-star, amazing match with the rivalry grows. I'll check their staminas after. Let's see here. We got women's tag team titles on the line. So Natalia and Indy Hartwell, Io Sky, Gigi Dolan. Okay.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Io and Gigi. And it's good. Angel Garza cuts a weak promo, but at least boosts their rivalry. Uso Dawkins from their call out. They're going to have a tables match.
It's over. Ring it.
Uso wins. Good week for Usos. Drew McIntyre is good. Rousey and Cora Jade. This is not the rivalry.
1, 2, ring that bell.
Rousey wins. Oh, I guess it is the rivalry now. Shinsuke Nakamura is good. And then Gulak Ziggler for their North American Championship in just an Extreme Rules match. Ziggler. Great. I think we got pretty thoroughly defeated this week. That's fine. Yep, that was... I imagine we're probably going to get yelled at by Triple H for doing a fighter cruiser. This one was okay. Good tag chemistry, though. 3.5 stars, not too bad. They just didn't put in the performance, which I'm disappointed. Over here, just 2-star tag chemistry, so one of the teams is probably not super great. Come on. Oh, I was going to check their Tornado tag match. Yeah, Sheamus is now... Sheamus and Santos, both low, so we'll see if they get booked next week. I bet they do. Jacy Jayne and Shotzi are an incredible tag team. That's a lot better than they are in the Raw universe. 87 rating score, 38,000 fans, $29,000. Zelina Vega says, if only you could fight as well as you talk, Belair. All bark and no bite. Super Veteran Party says, I already missed when Shotzi was a good guy. Too bad. Wendy Chu and Evans were okay. Painful to watch Aaliyah versus Caden Carter. The wrestling classes are just no good for each other. Well, you'll get to see plenty more of them. Really proud of my performance against Ashante. Double quote, the Adonis. I'm going to take this momentum all the way to the championship. You already have the championship. Well, whatever. 98 rating score, 47,000 fans, $33,000. Humberto and Escobar are an incredible tag team. Io and Gigi work well together as a tag team. 95 rating score, 45,000 fans, $40,000. We do get Vito Star, and we are now in third place by 4,000 fans, 13,000 from the top. Lowest budget. We do what we do. Oh, Triple H. Aaliyah versus Caden wasn't the greatest fight, and part of the reason was because their fighting styles didn't work well with each other particularly well. You've never given me this advice before because I've never needed it, but you know what? We're just trying something. Remember that Giants pair well with cruiserweights. Fighters pair best against bruisers and specialists. We'll put on a decent match against anybody. Cruiser versus cruiser is okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm still going to do it. Do not book your most popular bruiser this week for free advertising booking. All right, who's my most popular bruiser? Oh, 1 second. Most popular bruiser is Ciampa. Okay. We'll figure something out there. Free agents. Anybody speaking to us? I would have been interested in Whitney Quaid, but she is a permanent. Power cards. Contract negotiation. Oh, I do not want to quit. Let me restart the recording here really quick. Okay. I think all we have is Zelina needs to have her rematch. So we'll go ahead and do that here. Bianca Zelina. So let's have a regular match. Okay, we will do... we need to rest Ciampa. So let's run back the tag team match then. Oh, no. Tag team. So, Shotzi and Jacy versus Chu and Evans. And we'll just kind of... Did their popularities go down? Or maybe they just went up a little bit. That seems fine. Probably won't be my opener, but we'll see what happens. Ford and Theory... We can probably work a regular match. I could do, because I'm gonna have Aaliyah and Caden go again. So maybe I try like a fatal 4-way, and we can do Ford and who are we looking at? Ford and Uso, and then their rivals, or no. Ford is feuding with Theory, and then we've got Uso, or Ashante and Uso. I don't know why I got that so confused. That'll be a decent match. And maybe I just put on a triple threat for the variety. I do not have enough people for a triple threat. Well, my triple threat would be the men again. It would be Omos, Ezekiel. That's fine because if I don't book Ciampa, so let's just do a regular match. Ezekiel Omos. Then we'll do a call out of Caden on Aaliyah. We will do a call out on Aaliyah. Well, I don't need to have them. I would like to have them do. Who's got better? They both have the same popularity. Okay. Well then, self promo. Try to get one of them up. Then self promo from Jinder. Then I guess we just rest Ciampa. Now this match is definitely going to do better than the tag team, so let's do that. I might end up doing this actually. So in that case, I might do this. Yeah. Limited stock, contract negotiation, there can be only one. Oh, I get to pick. Because both Caden and... Okay. We'll just hang on to that then. Yeah, I think this is fine. Like, the only thing I would do is maybe get, like, a free agent, like somebody on the men's side, to put in that, make it a triple threat. So the men I have are Olaf, who's permanent, and I don't want that. Chester. Dante Roberts would be the one I would potentially put in. Dante Roberts. Because Triple H is going to be upset about Fighter Giant as well, just in the same way that that Fighter Cruiser was no good. But you know what? I think it's fine. We book our Capital Wrestling Center. We do have a level 2 or higher rivalry. We have just the one, but that's fine. So we do get our boost from that. Do I want any of these power cards? I might just grab this just to have it. I wish I could get some better rewards from the commissioner goals. Do I want to boost any of these? If anything, what I would do would be to make this like a tables match or something. Because last week it was just a 2-star match. I think we'll manage stamina. I think we're fine. Just do all normal matches. Call out, self promos. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. This seems fine for now. And we're just seeing what works. Okay. So starting us off, we've got kind of a scramble of the 2 champions and their rivals are gonna have a big match. We'll see how, or maybe how it started out is we're competing in this brand new traveling arena, the Capitol Wrestling Center. Montez Ford believes that's pretty capital. And Austin Theory says, no, that was stupid. And Ashante the Adonis is like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And Jey Uso says, no, you're the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And the crowd is just like, well, let them fight. And then they do.
1, 2, it's over.
Austin Theory picks up a surprise win. Both rivalries grow. 2.5-star match. I'm okay with that. Even if we don't get stuff to level 3 or level 4 for whatever main event we're heading towards, that's fine. It gives us stuff to build to for the next set of 5 weeks. So that is Theory picking up a win. Defeats Ford, Uso, and Adonis. Aaliyah cuts an okay promo. No popularity growth, but that's fine. It's not a loss. And she just says, being a fighter is so much better than being a flippy cruiserweight. Okay. Ezekiel and Omos, they've had some kind of they've had some different sort of rivalries. After Jinder Mahal won in week 1, and then Omos called out Ciampa, Ezekiel is just like, how about you and me one-on-one? Nobody else. And then Omos is just like, you bet. My head might be bald, but your face is bald. So we are the exact opposite.
1, 2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Omos wins. It is 2 stars, no rivalry growth. Omos defeats Ezekiel. Really not generous with the... Ezekiel's a 5 promo skill, by the way, so I really probably should be using him that way. 2-star. Kaden Carter. She heard what Aaliyah was saying about being a ground-based fighter, whereas she is more of a in-the-air cruiserweight. And Kaden Carter says, no, my style's better. And you know what? Let's continue to fight each other and prove Triple H wrong. And they both shake hands on that and agree. And they decide to start a rivalry. So that is a level 1 rivalry. Carter calls Aaliyah. Running back our tag team match from last week, we have a rematch. Shotzi and JC Jane, they formed a really great team. Wendy Chu and Lacey Evans are still figuring it out. They're still figuring out their so-called mother-daughter relationship. So we've got Team Green versus mother-daughter relationship.
1, 2, it's over. Bring it.
And Team Green picks up another win. Level 2 rivalry out of that. Better than last week. So Shotzi Jane once again pick up a win over Chu Evans. 2.5-star match. This is a much better show than last week. Not that that was really going to be that hard to do. Jinder Mahal cuts a really good promo. Crowd loves it. To popularity, and Jinder is just like, thanks, you're the best, and please continue to support me as I take down the bald, bearded brethren. People like that. They really want to see Omos get his comeuppance. And then after some animosity, Zelina Vega unable to capture the title in week 1, and then calling out Bianca Belair last week. She wants to get her hands back on her again and see if she can earn another title shot. So let's see if she can earn another title shot.
1, 2, that's it. Ring it.
Bianca Belair still wins. It's great. Does not boost the rivalry. Oh boy. Maybe there was shenanigans. Belair defeats Vega. 3.5 stars. Again, it's okay if the rivalries don't get to 3 or 4. Okay. Starting us off with a TLC match, we've got Asuka, who is the women's champion, going against Tiffany Stratton. Both these women have been doing mostly promos, so they've got a lot of stamina. They can really go. This is not for the title. They're both specialists, so this will be a fine match.
It's over.
Asuka wins. It's good. No rivalry. Elias calls out Bobby Lashley. It's excellent. That's the best way to grow an Elias feud. Titus O'Neil, welcome to the show. Johnny Gargano, they are forming, I guess it's sort of like Roman Reigns has his prodigy, perhaps his bloodline, and Bobby Marquis. And Johnny Gargano decides to get some help as well from, I believe, a legend in my draft pool, Titus O'Neil. So, all right.
1, 2, that's 3. Ring the bell.
Gargano and O'Neil win. It's mediocre, but starts a rivalry. No promo, so we just move on to Shayna versus Liv.
1,
This will probably be okay. Triple H, it's a bruiser versus a fighter. Is that okay for you? It's good. No rivalry. And look, both of them, both Santos and Sheamus are on the card in a title match. Let's see if there's an injury. That would be super neat. Not for like the if it was real life, but it did happen to these digital characters. But I imagine their stamina's got to still be hurting. I believe the titles, no, they retained. Humberto's dimples, I can't with that guy. Like it just doesn't work for me. The level 3 rivalry, though, I think that's the highest rivalry anybody's got. Backstage brawl, expensive, but Ronda and Cora are fighting backstage, and it's probably going to be pretty good. Although Cora's going to be exhausted. Great. Shinsuke Nakamura is okay. Dawkins and Uso, they're fighting.
1, 2, ring it.
Uso wins. It's okay. Garza calls out McIntyre, level 3 rivalry. Okay. This is a tag team match. I think we saw it last week. That's where the titles were.
2, that's it. Ring the bell.
Natalya and Indy pick up a win, so maybe earn a title shot again. Drew McIntyre is good, or he's okay. And then Iron Man match for the North American title.
1, 2, ring it.
Ziggler picks up the win. Amazing, 4-star, no rivalry. So we lost again, but not that bad this time. Like compared to WCW, we lost by like 1 star. Compared to NXT 2.0, we lost by 2 stars. It looks like through 2.5. It's still fine. We still did good booking. How are we doing here? 4-star, 3.5 star performance is not bad. Jay and Austin are still at 50. This match, again, 2-star class matchups, so not great. But it's something. Their popularities are getting up there. They put in a good performance. I've really put in a good performance this week. 3.5 stars all around. We're raising up the popularity here. The chemistry is only going to get better. Everybody's staminas are all really good. And then this one just didn't pop. They only put in a 3-star performance. But Zelina, again, didn't lose any morale, despite having not won anything. So we're still doing all right, I think. We gotta check morale next week. Queen Contender 82 liked tonight's NXT. Keep it coming. That was a difficult sentence for me to say, I guess. A lot of animosity in that Shotzi Jane Evans Chu tag match, almost spitting blood at each other by the end. Ooh. Good deal. 94 rating score, 43,000 fans, $81,000, pretty good. 100 rating score, 48,000 fans, $57,000. Reigns and Marquis work really well as a tag team together. Okay. When O'Neal walked into the ring, I about lost my mind. He's my hero. Grew up watching O'Neal. Awesome to see him again. So, okay. Titus O'Neal is definitely a legend in this. Indy and Natalya are an incredible tag team now. Okay. 102 rating score, 51,000 fans. Lost $22,000, though. Okay. We do get free advertising booking, which is useless. And we continue to be in last place as those two shows stay close. But that's fine.